So I needed to build a small outboard stand for Yamaha 6 horsepower. And as you can see, it's almost there. And I'm still trying to fine-tune this a little bit so that it doesn't wobble. And I just used two 8-foot long 2x4 wood stick. And so what is difficult is, you know, as you can see in the design I have here, this thing is supposed to be 36 inches long. I mean, it's 36 inches tall. And the total 2x4 8-foot long is 96 inches. So minus the 36 inches, that's 72. So 96 minus 72, that's about 24 inches. And after I cut it, it turned out to be 24.5 inches. And that's this cross beam here to support the motor. And the two sides are about roughly 36 inches tall. So, you know, when you go to, what I did was I just used a circular saw, so 7.25 inch circular saw. And comes to think of it, I should use my smaller circular saw, which is 5.5 inches circular saw. And now the second 2x4 8-foot long, what I did was I just cut it for 28 inches as the two foundation or the base right here. So this is 28 inches and that's 28 inches. So that takes away 56 inches of the 96 inches, so about 40 inches left. And what I did was I just split the 40 inches into two 20 inches. And after I cut it, this is not exactly 28 inches. You know, it's almost 28 inches. And these are actually 20.25 inches instead of 20 inches. So the actual design of the measurement doesn't match to the actual product measurement itself, but I'm hoping that this will support the stand. Now the final issue is this bracket here, and what I would like to do is have this as a 45 degrees angle. And in order to be able to do that, you need this angle ruler. As you can see here, I try to, you know, make sure that this is a good 90 degrees, and you can see it's not quite 90 degrees. It's off by a little bit, you know, as you can see there, you know. So come over to here. Let's see if this is 90 degrees, right? Well, it's close enough. It's not quite either. So, you know, this one is not quite 90 degrees, but close enough. And that's, you know, close enough to 90 degrees. So now, in order to do this 45 degrees, I don't need to cut the top, but I do need to cut the bottom so that this will stand at not 45 degrees, you know, from this. And the way to do that is I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to rest this piece here, and that gives me a 45 inches. That gives me a 45 inches angle. As you can see there, I just rest that right on here, and that gives me 45 inches angle, you know. So there you have it. So you can see I put this 90 degrees ruler here and have it flush. Now I can draw a line here. So this is 45 degrees. So when I mount it, this should be able to sit on that at a 45 degrees angle. So that's what I'm doing here. So now I drew a line here, and I'm just gonna cut it through that line there. Okay, and now give me the 45 degrees angle at the bottom so I can sit flush and then mount this thing up there. Okay, so I cut the 45 degrees angle, and now that can sit there, and I'm just gonna mount it up there, you know. So There you have it. You can see I cut that and I mounted it that. So this is solid, not going anywhere. It's not gonna wobble. And right now I'm just gonna cut this 45 degrees and then mount it on the other side, and then I'm done. Then I can mount to my Yamaha 6 horsepower. So here's the other side. I just mount one screw here and the other screw here. So this one, there's a gap here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unscrew this and also unscrew that in the back and then remount it. See, there's no gap here, you know, and there's no gap here either. So what I did was I unscrewed this one and I re-drill this one. I unscrew this one too and re-drill into the board so that there's no gap between this and this. And now this outboard motor support stand should be fairly stable, not gonna wobble. So the tool I use is 9/64 inches drill bit, and it's perfect for the 4 inches drywall screw and the 3 inches drywall screws.